You hear on the news about immigration problems, but did you really know about their background? Also, did you know about food waste and how we could feed all the people in hunger and poverty with the amount of food that we waste? What about poverty itself? As we become adults, we're faced with issues every single day, and I would like to give you a new perspective on them based on my own experience and research. When it comes to world issues, it's important to know how it affects us, and 3 issues that I feel really affect us today are food waste, immigration, and poverty. Okay, so the amount of food that is wasted every single day affects us both financially and environmentally. First of all, how does it get wasted? It's wasted from the time that it is harvested to when it gets onto your plate. And a lot of times it's because of unnecessary reasons, such as overproduction, or farmers are forced to throw them away because of their irregular shape that retailers don't want, even though they're completely edible. They're also wasted in restaurants and at your home, and this is because restaurants incorrectly prepare food or make too much, and at home it's also from buying too much, making too much, or not eating it by the time it expires. We know wasting food is bad, however, many people don't know how much it affects us economically. In the US in 2008, we wasted $165.6 billion on food. The cost does not only include the food itself, but the cost of transportation, maintenance, and operations of landfills. Also, the 40 million tons of food wasted in the US could feed all the malnourished people in the world. In reality, throwing away just half a plate of food is a much bigger deal than many people would think. Finally, there's also a greater impact on the environment because of food waste that many people aren't aware of. Food waste contributes to excess greenhouse gases that pollutes the environment and causes climate change and global warming. Decomposing food produces a gas called methane, which is 23 times stronger than carbon dioxide at trapping heat. Also, landfills and pollution are a consequence of this because when food breaks down and decomposes, it releases nutrients, and too many nutrients in the environment is unnatural and pollutes groundwater and waterways. Okay, so I mentioned food waste and its impact in the world. Now I'd like to move on to immigration and how it affects us here in the world, specifically in North, South, and Central America. Illegal immigration is known as a problem, and many people think that they are criminals. However, they are not. People that are trying to come here are escaping violence and poverty. They come here for a better life, for the opportunity to work and have an education, and to benefit from medical care and security. They leave because there is really nothing left for them. In Mexico and Central America, very few people have job opportunities. And also, many people do not want to leave but are forced to leave because of ongoing gang violence threatening their family. Illegal immigrants also benefit the U.S. economy, which many people do not know. Agricultural labor economist James H. Holt stated in Congress, the reality, however, is that if we deported a substantial number of undocumented farm workers, there would be a tremendous labor shortage. America really depends on their illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants also do not take from us, but they benefit us because the taxes that we get from them exceed the services that they take, such as welfare or medical care or social services. Finally, try to imagine yourself in their shoes. Immigrants cannot simply get in line for their green card, as many people would think. The U.S. immigration system is very out of date, and lawmakers have failed for the past 20 years to address limited opportunities. It is also very hard for people to come because only 5,000 green cards are available for low-skilled workers for everyone in the world. Because of these issues, we have these problems here in the U.S. and for them too, and it causes much controversy. There are many people that cannot leave, and there are many people that cannot leave, and those people have to stay in a state of distress called poverty. We see poverty in America, however, it has a presence all over the world. The culprit of poverty includes hunger, disease, and death, and did you know 21,000 children die every single year because of poverty? Poverty also creates discrimination. The high inequality of poverty causes crime and violence. Also, even though we have our problems here in America, we really don't realize what we have compared to the rest of the world. When I went on a mission trip to Costa Rica, I met a little girl, and she could not afford the $3 a week to take the bus to school. And when I did some research, I found that an average American spends $15 a week on coffee. We also have a much higher poverty line than many other countries, and our poverty here lives better than most. For example, as an overall group, America's poor is India's richest. Finally, what are the consequences of poverty? There are very high crime rates because of low income, which causes burglary. And terrorists usually come from countries with high unemployment and poverty because terrorist groups usually offer better options than anything else. Okay, so to summarize, 3 world issues that impact our world today is food waste, immigration, and poverty. These are topics that have an impact on society here and around the world, and I hope to have succeeded in giving you some more information about them that may give you some new perspectives on them. Finally, I would like to leave you with a quote for you to think about by Barbara Mikulski. Each one of us can make a difference. Together, we can make a change. Thank you.